We recently got our hands on a Nokia Lumia 1520 phablet. I said phablet and you can't stop me. We're working on our full review right now, but we had the opportunity to take the Lumia 1520 up with us in a Folland Gnat jet trainer. It seemed like the perfect opportunity to grab some aerial footage with the new Lumia's 20-megapixel PureView camera. The PureView in the 1520 isn't quite the hulked-out beast camera from the Lumia 1020, but outdoors in full light it performed very well. The display was quite visible even with sunglasses on. I left the 1520's camera in full auto so that I wouldn't have to mess with it during the flight, and it adjusted itself quickly from close-up low light inside the cockpit to daylight outside. Also, the microphone was able to pick up all kinds of cool jet sounds. We've included some GoPro footage mixed in with the 1520 camera footage, and if you see me yawning, it's not because I'm bored, I'm just equalizing my ears. The GoPro footage serves both as a means of comparison under similar lighting and also to show what the 1520 looks like in a person's hands. It's large, but it's not ludicrously large. It still fits in my jeans pocket, barely. I shot the entire ride handheld, though from time to time I braced the 1520 on the internal windscreen. Even during takeoff, the optical image stabilization kept up with the shaking, though you can see quite a bit of uncorrected rolling shutter in the clouds here as we take off. Still, for handheld footage shot from a small jet fighter during a takeoff roll, it's quite impressive. We climbed in increments out from Houston's Hobby Airport, stair-stepping our way up to 13,500 feet and clearing each climb through another layer of air traffic control. Cloud cover was patchy, and we broke through the low layers quickly. The view out the Gnat's transparent Perspex bubble canopy was amazing, and the clouds felt near enough to touch. The 1520 had no problems smoothly changing exposure to watch the clouds pass by. I pulled the Lumia down to take a peek at the instrumentation, showing our speed at Mach 0.58 with an indicated airspeed of about 300 knots. Pilot Rick Sharp let me know over the intercom that we were about to begin our Yeah, okay, wasn't quite ready for that. I tried to right the camera, but Rick pulled us out of the roll and into a 5G bank. Suddenly the Lumia weighed about 2¼ pounds and my arms weren't working quite right either. But hey, the image stabilization was unaffected by strong maneuvering forces. Go Nokia! The bank felt like it lasted minutes, but after no more than 15 seconds or so, the pilot eased up on the stick and the G-forces lessened. I steadied the 1520 and found us gently banking over Galveston Island, watching the distant waves 10,000 feet below. I have a confession to make. At this point, I put the Lumia away to enjoy the rest of the ride. Rick took us through several more maneuvers, and then we turned back to Houston Hobby to land. As we headed back to base, I pulled the 1520 back out to film our approach, descending through the cloud layer and skimming over southeast Houston. The view was amazing. The horizon stretched off until it was obscured by haze, and the outskirts of Houston sprawled below. Rick slotted us into the landing pattern and we lined up on our runway. He touched the Gnat down with less bumpiness than I've experienced on most commercial landings. I kept filming as we taxied back to the Million Air FBO. The Lumia 1520 had handled the maneuvering without any trouble and produced great 1080p video at the same time. Ars Microsoft editor Peter Bright will be handling the full review of the device, which we'll publish shortly, but I can tell you that the big phone is most definitely airworthy.